October is the beginning of a wonderfully festive season in my household. And during this time, there are a few traditions that have been quite constant in my life. My mother and I have been taking October trips to Mangelsen's for as long as I can remember. Here, she would buy supplies she needed to bake my birthday cake, and then we'd get free popcorn. The smell of the butter and the autumn candles in the air make me so nostalgic. And I always love looking at their products to see what new items they have in store. Visiting this farmer's stand has been a recent acquisition to our October tradition, as you might remember seeing it in last year's October video. My mom and I love looking at the jams and the fresh produce, the smell of apples and the beautiful pumpkins. Everything is a bit more expensive because it's fresh and organic, but it's still a fun experience. To me, there is nothing more nostalgic than the smell of pumpkin pancakes. It smells exactly like Mangelsen's, and so I love eating these during the October season. And when I say pancake, I mean pancake. If you've never made just one giant pancake, I highly recommend. You will not be disappointed. Ah, beautiful, wonderful October. I love the crispness of the air and the crunch of the leaves under my feet. I love the transition between beautiful blue skies and stormy grays. I love the sound of the fluttering leaves and the frantic chirp of birds getting ready for a cold winter. and I love to walk and absorb nature in silence. It has been wonderful for my mental health, and it really helps me deal with all the overwhelming stress of college life. I've grown quite fond of this particular spot. It feels like stepping into a fairy tale. Another reason to love October is the start of cafe season. This is when I prioritize doing homework in coffee shops and meeting up with friends and trying new delicious pastries. I've really been enjoying doing this, and I've made so many wonderful memories with my family and my friends at cafes this season. If you're looking for something to do with your family this autumn, I highly recommend visiting a cafe. It's something so simple, and yet the memories are so precious. Just sitting together and sharing wonderful treats and talking about your days and catching up, it's a wonderful time. I got to try out a brand new cafe this season that I absolutely loved. My friend recommended it to me, and it has video games and is actually also a cereal bar, which is just so cool. My birthday looked a little different this year, mainly because I don't get to see my friends every day anymore, so it felt extra special to finally spend some time with them. So this year I opted for a simple pizza making party and then jazzed it up a bit with a little mocktail bar, mainly because I wanted an excuse to buy maraschino cherries. My kitchen felt so cozy and just full of love as we all gathered around the table and tried our best at making pizzas. It was such a wholesome and heartfelt night for me. I always celebrate my birthday twice, once with my friends and once with my family, and for my family time, I wanted to bake some gorditas. This is a special treat that my mom would usually only make during the Christmas time, and they are just my favorite thing. It's kind of like a cinnamon bread, and if you know anything about me, I love cinnamon. And finally, to finish things off, I've started a new birthday tradition with myself. Going to Barnes & Noble and picking out one book. This is a special treat for me because I usually buy all my books at thrift stores. They're never brand new or special editions, and there's not a whole lot of control over which book specifically I want to get. This is also just special because Barnes & Noble is so far away from my house, so I never get to visit it very often, and it is just a wonderful place for a book lover to be. You know that surreal feeling of sitting in a bookstore cafe, watching other bookworms get lost in their pages and thinking about all of the stories that are unfolding around you, both seen and unseen. The ones that happen in our world and in everyone's heads. Those are the kinds of thoughts that I had sitting in a Barnes & Noble on my 19th birthday. And then I wondered, what's the rest of my story gonna look like? And the truth is, I have no idea. But I've loved it so far. And I'm just so excited to find out what happens next. So here's an October baby signing off. Until the next chapter.